Okay, so outdoor amenities that are essential for any short-term rental. Okay, so outdoor amenities that are essential for any short-term rental. In this case, we've got a pool deck, so we're also going to talk about the essential amenities that you need to have on your pool deck, okay? Now, we're going to come in here in the next several months, and we're going to make this way better. But at a minimum, you need to have some seating, chase lounge seating around the pool deck, and you also want some dining style seating outside as well. So we got those boxes checked here. You're going to need a grill, okay? Preferably a full-on outdoor kitchen like we have here, but at minimum, you should have a grill at any area. If all you've got is a little tiny patio because it's a townhome, you're gonna put a grill out there, all right? So make sure you always got the grill. Make sure people can clean their grill, and the remainder of the grilling supplies are in the kitchen that we went through before, okay? Now, I wanna touch on some more stuff with exterior spaces because this is where you really make your money. A lot of Airbnb owners, I notice they really neglect the backyard. They just put seating back there. And I would say if all you do is put seating in your backyard, you just wasted money, all right? No, I wouldn't say it's a waste of money. It's better than nothing, but you should do more than that, all right? So one great go-to in any market is a putting green, okay? Which this house has. Another real popular thing right now and probably for a while to come is a pickleball court. All right. And pickleball courts are not too hard. You just pour a concrete pad, paint some lines on it, and you can call it pickleball. This goes a little bit further than that, which is great. It's got lighting and it's well made, right? But nonetheless, having entertaining things to do outside, physical games to play at a minimum, the beanbag toss game, cornhole, giant Jenga. These are easy things to install in almost any backyard that you could have with your short-term rental. So I would say that's the bare minimum is the cornhole, the giant Jenga. You could go with a giant chess set, okay? Another thing that we're gonna be installing in this backyard over here, I believe, is in this grassy section over here, is fire pit seating, all right? We're always doing fire pit seating as long as there's space to do it. These days, the types of properties we take on, there is always space to do it, so we do it, okay? Some sort of plant life, right? It's great to have outside, ideally on an irrigation system, all right? Also, some other things that we're gonna be installing, and these are real genuine essentials that you need to have if you've got a pool. We're gonna put up a pool sign that says swim at your own risk. We're also gonna have a life-saving equipment, at least a life ring that you can throw in the pool if someone begins to drown. All right, and then we'll also have some pool toys that children can use and adults for that matter, so they can float around in the pool and relax. All right, so your pool floaties, your pool toys, your signage to reduce your liability, and life-saving equipment. Gotta have that if you have a pool. Let's go around the backside too and look at some more amenities that this house has. All right, if you've got the space, one thing that I keep harping on, if you see my other videos, all right, make every square foot of your property profitable. If you have a slice of square footage that isn't generating you more revenue, then it's a waste of square footage. Put something there. That's why we're gonna put the fire pit seating area over here. Then the parents can view the children's area, all right? So over here in the children's area, we've got our handyman Ishmael fixing it up for us, tightening it up, making sure it's ready and safe for the kiddos, all right? Most Airbnbs do not have a place set. And if you have it, the bigger it is, the more money you make. We have tested this in multiple markets now, and all we have found it is the bigger we go, the more people are willing to pay. Kids love it. Matter of fact, I was at an Airbnb just last week. I took my daughter there, and the first thing she wanted to do when she got there was play in the play set that was in the backyard. And anytime she was outside, she was in that play set. Play sets are freaking awesome. So what we're gonna do here is something really cool. I'll tell you about that later in another video, okay? So main point I'm getting at with backyards is use all the square footage you have to put amenities in place that people will enjoy using. They'll be entertained. They'll be either physically entertained or in a relaxing sense entertained. Fire pit seating, pickleball courts, mini golf, volleyball, things for kids to play in and on, wherever you can fit it. Get creative. This is a real great place to get creative. On the inside, it was pretty down to business. You need to have these things. backyard, you need to fill the space with things that people will enjoy using. If you do it right, you will make twice as much money than you would with an empty backyard and only focused on the inside, all right? So that is how important your backyard space is. It can literally double your revenue. And one more thing I forgot to add in, string lights, okay? We're always throwing in string lights at every Airbnb we do. They're great for ambiance. They also produce actual really good lighting too, but what we like most about them is that makes the photography do real well, especially if you're doing sunset shots. One other bonus item here is television. We don't always do outdoor TV sets, but in nice homes, we always do outdoor TV sets, especially if they can be covered, all right? We're gonna do multiple fire pit seating areas, so imagine sitting around a fire, watching a TV. Stay tuned, that's gonna happen here down the road, all right? And also a lot of other really cool stuff. But just wanted to point out the string lights.